Hello, true K-popers! Welcome to the KPopTalk universe. Prepare yourself to dive into the world of K-pop, full of drama, facts, and epic moments from your favorite idols. Imagine a night where the sky seems to shine brighter than usual. The glow of lights, the sparkle of camera flashes, and the roar of applause blend into one harmony that fills the air. That is the atmosphere surrounding the Jupiter Awards 2025. A grand stage where Asia's finest stars gather to celebrate creations, dedications, and dreams brought to life through music. But among thousands of faces, glances, and big names, there was one figure who stood just a little brighter that night. An artist known not only for his warm voice, but also for the elegance and charisma that are difficult to describe in words. A creator whose presence can effortlessly transform the entire atmosphere. Taehyung, better known as V of BTS. That night was not just an awards ceremony. It was a celebration of the long journey he has traveled since the first day he stood before the world as an artist. Every step, every song, every visual work he created seemed to carry the most honest pieces of himself. And now that journey has brought him to one of the greatest achievements of his solo career. When millions of votes poured in, when fans from around the world gathered in one digital space to give their heartfelt support, and when Taehyung's name echoed throughout the grand hall, everyone knew this wasn't just an ordinary win. This was a victory written by time, dedication, and the love of millions of hearts who believe in him. Welcome to V Squad TV, and here is the story behind one of the most historic nights in the journey of an artist who has captivated the world with his grace and sincerity, Taehyung. V of BTS once again makes history by winning the Best Male Artist of the Year award at the Jupiter Awards 2025. In a night filled with lights, spotlights, and an energy that reverberated across Asia, the name Taehyung, V of BTS, once again shook the international music scene. This year's Jupiter Music Awards proved that his charm and influence not only endure, but continue to rise to an even higher level. Inside the venue, the audience filled their seats with a level of anticipation so strong, it felt almost tangible. Fans, journalists, music creators, and entertainment executives held their breath as they awaited the announcement that will determine the Best Male Artist of the Year. No one expected this category to become one of the most emotional moments in the history of the Jupiter Awards. When Taehyung's name was announced as the winner, the room erupted in applause that shook the floor. The stage lights shone on his face, full of surprise yet calm, carrying the elegant aura that has become his signature. Amid the cheers, army across the world celebrated alongside him. This award is part of category AM 55-5, a category filled with many big names from various Asian countries. Yet, Taehyung secured the top spot with more than 1.7 million votes, contributed by over 600,000 fans who collectively produced around 30 million votes. The Jupiter Awards, organized by the Asian Television Awards, is known as a prestigious event honoring Asia's best musical talents. Taehyung's win is not only a personal achievement, but also a reflection of how his solo work, since the release of Layover 2 years ago, continues to touch many hearts. Since the debut of Layover in 2023, Taehyung has shown an artistic consistency rarely seen among soloists from major groups. His warm voice, refined style, and experimental yet deeply human approach place him in a unique position in the global music industry. His growing popularity is also supported by BTS's collective influence. Even as the members pursue solo projects and their individual mandatory activities, their strength as a group remains undeniable. The 4 wins achieved by BTS members at this year's Jupiter Awards prove that they continue to dominate the Asian music scene. Besides Taehyung, Jin won Best Music Video of the Year for his emotional track I'll Be There. The music video is known for its intimate visuals and deep narrative that highlights a journey towards enlightenment after difficult times. Jimin won Song of the Year with Who, a global phenomenon thanks to its beautiful melody and emotional delivery. While Jungkook showcased his versatility once again by winning Best Collaboration of the Year with Too Much with the Kid Laroi in Central C, a major hit both in Asia and Western markets. The collective victories of BTS show that even as time passes and the musical landscape evolves, they remain at the center of Asia's pop industry. With each member achieving remarkable success, BTS's legacy grows stronger. As for Taehyung himself, the moment he stood on stage to accept the award felt like a scene from a musical film. He held the microphone with a soft smile, full of gratitude, then delivered a heartfelt and humble speech. He thanked his fans for their unwavering support, expressing that every step in his solo journey feels like a shared path with those who believe in him. Beyond the fans, Taehyung also expressed his appreciation for the creators he worked with, producers, visual artists, photographers, and fellow musicians who helped shape his unique artistic identity. The blend of classical and modern elements make him not only a baritone singer with a rich tone, but also a fashion icon and audio-visual storyteller. After accepting the award, cameras captured Taehyung sitting back with a relieved and happy expression as he received congratulations from other artists. Outside the venue, fans watching the live stream were just as enthusiastic. Social media timelines were instantly flooded with hashtags, photo edits, and fan art celebrating the historic moment. Several Asian music analysts described Taehyung's win as a sign of the public's shifting preference towards jazzy, soulful styles gaining wider acceptance. Layover is considered one of the most aesthetic and emotional works in recent years. Other critics saw his success as the culmination of perseverance and consistency, especially amid a busy schedule and personal challenges. Internal celebrations also took place. Industry sources report that BTS members exchanged congratulatory messages after each of their wins. Many fans predict that their future reunion will become one of the biggest moments in music history. Taehyung himself remains humble. He stated that any award only holds meaning when shared with his fans, a sentiment that makes him even more respected. Observers conclude that his solo journey shows that he is not just a group icon, but a true artist who enriches the industry with his unique personality. With this victory, media outlets speculate that Taehyung may release new music next year, possibly continuing his artistic exploration with acoustic elements, cinematic visuals, and introspective lyrics. Fans are eagerly waiting, convinced that every new project from Taehyung brings a different aesthetic experience. This win also has a major impact on the global ARMY community, reconnecting them with a renewed sense of collective pride. In the end, the night was not only about a trophy, but the long journey of an artist who proved that elegance, sincerity, and dedication can bring someone to the top without losing their true self. As the stage lights dimmed, one thing remained clear. Taehyung had taken another significant step in his career, strengthening his position as one of the most influential artists of his generation. For many, this year's Jupiter Awards will be remembered as the night Taehyung shined the brightest. And for Taehyung himself, this is only the beginning of a much bigger artistic adventure. Thank you for watching and for staying updated with the latest news about Taehyung and the world of Korean entertainment. Your support is the reason stories like this can continue to be shared, and we hope you will stay with us for more exciting updates. As the night slowly fades and the spotlight dims, one feeling lingers in the air. The sense that we have just witnessed something greater than an award ceremony. Tonight is proof that an artist's journey can touch countless hearts even when he stands alone on a vast stage with a single microphone in his hand. Taehyung's victory at the Jupiter Awards is not about vote counts, statistics, or the cameras directed at him. It is about the long journey of an artist who chose to stay true to his own musical colors even as the world continues to change. About the courage to remain gentle, poetic, and warm in an industry that is often harsh and competitive. He shows that beauty doesn't always have to shout. Sometimes it appears in the most honest whisper. And perhaps that is why so many people feel connected to him. His music feels like an invitation to feel, to pause and see the world in a softer way. And tonight, the award he received is merely a small reflection of the enormous impact he has made on millions of people worldwide. For his fans, this moment is not just pride, it is a reminder that a journey taken with heart always finds its way to the light. And for Taehyung, perhaps this is not the peak. This is the beginning of a new chapter, bigger, braver, and more personal. Thank you for joining us in this meaningful celebration. Keep following V-Squad TV for more stories from the world of Korean entertainment and the extraordinary journeys of artists who inspire. See you in the next video, and as always, keep supporting, keep believing, and stay with them in every step of their journey.